Hello, everybody. How are you, folks? We're having so much fun in Oklahoma City, and this is another consumer update where we alert you to some of the worst businesses in town so that you can avoid them. And right now, we're going to talk about the 5 worst law firms in Oklahoma City. The first one on our list, guys, is Vanquish. The problem with Vanquish law firm right downtown in one of those big office buildings is that they won't negotiate at all. And the problem with that, you think, well, that's good. I don't want a negotiator. I want somebody that's going to vanquish the competition and get me everything, every last dime. But guys, that's not how it works. Very few people get the very last dime. All right, most of us got to negotiate in a legal situation because otherwise you're looking at years before you get paid off. Not about you. Maybe you're young. Maybe you have time. But I'm old. I'm bent over. My legs hurt. My back hurts. Even my jaw hurts, guys, from chewing food for all that many years. And I can look back over the decades and tell you that life is a negotiation, and sometimes you just got to settle. So I'm going to say that a little bit of a watermelon is going to be more than a grape. So for me, Vanquish didn't work as a law firm, guys, because they were just too aggressive, and I ended up with less than I would have got if they would just been able to negotiate. There you go. Now, number 2 on our list of the 5 worst law firms in Oklahoma City is Annunciation. And now, Annunciation, they are very competent, very educated. However, they have difficulty enunciating words. And for a law firm, guys, that's going to be a death knell. All right? So when I tried to talk to my attorney, I said, what do you think my chances are? He said, you've got 3 chances, nil, none, and 0. I said, what did you say? He said, nil, none, 0. I said, wait a minute, slow down. And can you enunciate that? He said, you've got 3 chances, nil, none, and 0. I said, so I don't have a case? He said, exactly. I said, what? He said, exactly. I said, listen, can you enunciate that a little better? Just slow down, bro. Slow down. Spell out the syllables. He goes, exactly. Woo. And I thought this is going to be a difficult situation. So it just didn't work for me, guys. I bailed on that one. Now, the next one on our list is night clothes. Night clothes, and meaning clothes you wear at night, pajamas. So night clothes law firm is a kind of a highfalutin way of saying pajamas. And unfortunately, that's exactly what happens at this law firm. They all wear pajamas. Now, you may think, well, this sounds sketchy, but the reason being, guys, it's a big-time law firm. And a big-time law, guys, when you become a lawyer at a big-time law firm, your life is over, all right? You are going to be there 24 hours a day. And finally, they just gave up. They said, listen, we're here all the time. We don't have a life. We're here on Christmas, New Year's, Yom Kippur, every day. We've never met our family. We met our family once about 7 years ago. We haven't seen them since. Let's just wear our pajamas all the time. That way we can just sleep in the law library. Just pull a book off the shelf and use it as a pillow. So that's works for them. Okay, they're more comfortable and they're talented. I'll say they know what they're doing. But I don't know, when your attorney walks in and he's got Donald Duck slippers on. Okay, I'm like, wow, it's not for me, guys. Maybe for you. Number 4 on our list is Euphoria. Euphoria Law. And what they're trying to do, I asked the owner, why Euphoria? He said, well, we're trying to communicate a feeling of victory, a feeling of joy, a feeling of winning. All right. And that's what we want our clients to feel like. Oh, that makes sense. What is your win-loss record? Oh, he said we haven't won in 3 years. I go, well, wait a minute. How do you stay open? He goes, this is just a hobby. He said, my dad owns a mining company. Wait a minute, what? Some of these lawyers, guys, you gotta kind of shake your head sometimes. Like, why do law is your hobby? You could open a ski resort or something. So I'm going to say no go on those guys. And then finally, maybe an honest law firm, but it's ill-natured law firm right downtown, guys. These are all downtown, by the way. Ill-natured, you have to be a special type of person to want to deal with them as a law firm, because they are just so rude, guys. Their nature is not good with people. They don't have people skills. And the good thing about that is that sometimes you want your attorney to be ill-natured, kind of a son of a gun, kind of a full of piss and vinegar. But the problem is sometimes these cases take months, sometimes years, and you're talking to your attorney a lot. And I had one case where I had an attorney working on my case for a couple of years, but every time I talked to him on the phone, he called me Fat Joe. Hey, Fat Joe, how's it going? And I go, look, dude, I know I've got some weight problems, but you mention it every time. What are you talking about, Fat Joe? It's like, oh, man. And this went on for a couple of years. And I tried to, give it back to them, but they just rolled off them. They liked it. Some of these attorneys like to be abused. So for that reason, guys, I'm going to say no to ill-natured law firm right downtown. Listen, if you know any other bad ones, let us know in the comments. Or if you know some good ones, same thing, share the knowledge. Because when you do, you lift the entire community out here. And I appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon.